Hi, let's talk a little bit more about this soul stuff. This is not a new product or a service of mine. This is something that's been an aspect of all the things I've always done, and it needs to be talked about. At least I think so. What is soul, and is it really something you can benefit from? Well, think of soul music. When you feel it, how do you feel? If you meet a person and you think they are soulless, what are you missing? This is something that's almost impossible to define, but that's okay. As a creative director and fellow creative directors, you know when you have to decide which idea to sell or to recommend, or the one that the client starts feeling. How do you describe what that is? You can't really. Oh, it might be more aligned with the brief. It might be more aligned with their goals. It might be the one that's your favorite, but really, it's mysterious. It's an energy. People catch with it or they don't. And soul is just like that. It's something we all know what it is, but do we really know what it is? Can we really define it? No, but it's either there or it isn't. I like to think of Guinness, some of the best Guinness ads. Does it have something particularly Irish about it? Maybe. If you know the Irish people, a lot of them have this glance and light in their eyes. It looks like they're seeing through walls in time and space. Is that soul? Maybe. Is it that sense of camaraderie, where everything's good and we're drinking Guinness together while we're hearing music or laughing or telling jokes or crying over a lost one? All these nuanced things of feeling of togetherness and happiness and that kind of groove of what life is all about that makes everything flow like that. Is that soul? Maybe it is. See, IKEA even has a soul. Even though the products they sell are not Swedish designs, they're cheap designs, give them the Swedish names, but it's that soul of understanding what it's like to have a life where you get your little, you know, hex key out and you build something that you bought from Flatpak and you make something with a simple but elegantly almost Spartan joyful thing and you learn a funky Swedish name for it. Why do they do that? Even Apple has a bit of a soul. If you think about the way you take your phone and put it head to head to someone else's and share, did they have to do it that way? No, there's something of that technological sort of fun and play that used to be in the business in more places that is still there. Soul, what does that mean? If people feel it, they can't describe it either, but they lean into you. Soul means they can't describe it, but if it's there, they're attracted to it. And if you don't know what soul is, maybe it's time to find out what it is. Maybe it's time to find out what your soul is. Maybe it's time to find out what the soul of your business is. Not to put it into a statement, not to put it in words on a brief, but it's a quality. It's there. Or it isn't. And when it's there, it's there. Know what I mean?